Hey everybody, it's Danita Ogandiga, and I tried to find the best way that I could to try to explain the way that I've been feeling in terms of everything that's going on in the world, the clients that I'm serving, and the issues in my own life that I've been working through feverishly over the last year. And I felt it best that I extend this invitation to you in the way in which my healing came to me. So I was riding down 285 West today, trying to get to my destination. And we came upon a traffic jam. And it was there when I was told to go back to my roots to help you get to yours. So, with that being said, I want to talk to you today about this piece that I wrote just for you called Gone West. Like watercolors dried up, absent water, which is the very thing that makes them who they are. Like ashes to ashes, dust to dust. God grant me the serenity because I cannot change none of this. And not really ready to accept any of it. Unsure how long I have to go seeking wisdom to change what I can. Your love is now west, but it lingers, creating frustrations and tensions beyond my comprehension. Unchattered lanes, unmerited dimensions. How my love for you grows stronger, but you are not here to receive the benefits of them. In a pool of grief, and all I do is swim. My love for you will never ever die, but there's nothing like what Stevie Wonder said, ribbon in the sky. This hole in my heart is nothing like a ribbon in the sky that you float in the wind. It's more like a chain left tossing in the wind. Only the weight of it can't sustain it, so it falls heavily to the ground. How can I forget you? Not possible. How can I continue to love you? Very possible. So I wrote this piece while I was in traffic. If you never knew me, my name is Danita Ogandiga. My past was a spoken word artist. I used spoken word and poetry to help me recover from the loss of my parents at the age of 21. And it's funny how nothing that we deal with in our life is wasted. And the very things that we have gone through in our life to bring us to this destination, we try to forget those things, but those things are the very vehicles that promoted our healing. And then we get a soft tap on our shoulder from the Holy Spirit reminding us to go back into those very things that we once came out of, to go and get someone else. Like Harriet Tubman. It wasn't enough for her to be free. She had to go back and get others. And she had to keep going back and keep going back, getting others to help them experience freedom from bondage. I equate grief to a type of bondage. It is something that we all have to go through. But when we are in the thick of it, we may not understand what we're dealing with. How long is it going to last? Who do we talk to? How do we navigate through it? How long are we supposed to stay in it? Do we sleep? Do we wake up? Do we talk about it? Do we scream? Do we love Jesus? Do we be in denial? How is it supposed to work? And so I wanted to invite you in the best way that I could. I could have just done a video where I talk about my MSW. I talk about my company Grief Talk. I talk about my ability to help navigate you through the inventory of grief in your life, the relational, the personal, the environmental griefs. But I felt it best to talk to you in the language that I felt you can understand. Because sometimes, as much as we want to keep those watercolors painting on a canvas, sometimes those watercolors do dry up. They do become dust. And we equate that to the loss that we've had and our way of navigating back and our ability to try to love something after it's gone. It's so confusing to try to do that. Continuing bonds. How do continuing bonds work with something that's no longer there? So November 2nd, 2019, so Saturday, from 3 to 5 p.m. at Starbucks, in a community room that's insulated, I'm going to talk to you about grief. I'm going to talk to you about your grief. I'm going to talk to you about where you are in your life and the issues of your heart. I'm going to share with you mine. And I'm believing somewhere in the middle, over coffee, water, or tea, that we can find an intersection, a safe space for us to be able to navigate through the channels of the griefs in our lives. Do we have all the answers? Possibly not. Do we have the comfort? Yes, we do. And I believe with all of those things mixed together, we'll be able to talk about the seasons of grief that we are in and how to support one another through that process. It's it's $20. And with the 20, you do get a workbook that's going to be able to help navigate you through the process long after our conversation. We'll have coffee, we'll have water, we'll have tea, but most importantly, we'll have each other. We will do a crafting activity that you'll be able to walk away with at the end of the session, but I believe it's an opportunity for us to come together and heal and start the process of healing. So I hope to see you on November 2nd, 3 to 5. Click the link to register. Take care.